Hello, folks. It's Mrs. Matheson here. I'm presenting the next chapter. It is chapter 17 of our book, and it's all about non-renewable energy. So, where we get our energy from, and these are all non-renewable types. All right, so here we go. All right, so energy, resources, and fossil fuels. What is fossil fuels? Well, we know that they're dead things from a long time ago. So, dinosaurs from millions of years ago will turn into fossil fuels. So they are defined as the remains of ancient organisms that changed into coal, natural gas, or oil. Problems with fossil fuels? They cause environmental problems like air pollution, water pollution, and all of the rest that we've talked about. And there is a limited fuel supply, so we need to start relying on other energies if we are to look to the future and we want to protect our planet. So, what do you guys think the number one fuel of fossil fuels, of all fuels actually, in America is? How many people say coal? Well, it used to be coal. If you said natural gas, you are correct. Okay, I was surprised by that too. So right now it is natural gas and then coal and then oil and then your renewables. So I'm just going to move this a little bit, the screen, so you can see the title. There we go. Five main purposes for using fuel. We all like to cook. So number one, cooking. Two, transportation, whether it's cars, trains, planes, whatever. Three, manufacturing, building things for the stuff we need. Toilet paper, ha ha ha. Four, heating and cooling buildings. And five, to generate electricity. So energy and fuel is converted into electrical energy. Why? Because it transports quickly over long distances. Disadvantages of electricity. It is difficult to store and it takes another energy source to make it. Oh, so this is basically how electricity works. Okay. So first you have an electric generator, which is a machine that converts mechanical energy, motion energy, into electrical energy. Okay, so how does that work? Well, it converts the energy into, or the movement of a turbine. So we have over here, we have a turbine right there. The movement of the turbine, it's changed into electrical energy. This turbine is a wheel that changes the force of a moving gas or liquid into energy to do work. So example, so here we have water. There's my arrow, here we go. We have water right here is being heated with coal or gas, and then the steam rises. The steam spins this turbine, which sets the generator in motion, which produces the electricity. Okay, here's your smokestack there where all the leftover gases goes. And I'm not sure if you can see in this picture, you also have a little, there's your coal right there. Okay, and there's your electricity, your towels. All right, so how do we measure electricity? So it is measured in, let me scroll back up here. Energy use, megatons of oil equivalent equals 4.186 times 68 times 10 to the 16th joules. We measure energy in joules. That's what the J stands for. So people in developed countries use more energy than in developing countries. China has surpassed US, uses the most energy in the world. 27% goes to transport goods and people, 38% for industrial, then residential, heat, lights, etc., and commercial. So you can see down below all the numbers here. Okay, according to energy data. How does it form? So you have coal first. Coals are dead plants and animals. Okay, dead plants and, oh, I should say dead plants. So coals remains of dead plants from swamps from hundreds of millions of years ago. These were covered with sediment, add some heat, add some pressure, voila, coal forms. Okay? So think coal is from dead plants. It is mostly found in Asia and North America. It is inexpensive, little refining is needed. Half the electricity is powered by coal. So that number is declining because coal is dirty and coal is nasty and it causes pollution. But we do have a lot of coal. Coal is one thing we have a ton of. Coal mining, underground mining has minimal effect on the environment. Surface mining causes problems. Toxic chemicals reach water supplies. How it works. Okay, this is the mining process. So we have air pollution from coal. So the reason why some countries have it worse is because they burn lower grade fuel. So for example, in China, there's a lot more pollution because they have a lower grade for their coal. There's less standards over there than what we have in America. We have higher grade coal. Okay. Oil and natural gas. So if coal comes from plants that are dead, oil and natural gas is from tiny marine animals. So animals that lived in the ocean. Okay. And that was, again, millions of years ago, buried in sediment, add heat, pressure, and voila, you get oil and natural gas. Petroleum is defined as oil that is pumped, also known as crude oil. The products are fuels, chemicals, plastics. A large percent of the world's energy needs are met by petroleum products. And again, you can see some of the top countries there that are using it. Oil products domestic consumption, there's the numbers right there. With 31% of the world primary consumption, oil remains the first source of energy, although that is declining. That was 2013, so some of these numbers have changed. I do have some new information coming up in a future PowerPoint about numbers that have changed. Oils are found and are bounded by impermeable layers of rock. Drills are used to get that oil, to dig and extract the oil to the surface, and are then transported to the refineries. Because you can't just take it out of the ground and start to use it. It has to be put into the right form. Okay? That's what a refinery is used for. So the effects of using oil, they release pollutants, they cause health problems, acid rain, global warming, oil spills, tankers, cars, water pollution, etc., etc. So fossil fuels in the future, if you can see that, the title there, whoops, title, okay, there we go. Fossil fuels in the future. 90% of fossil fuels now is used by developed countries. By 2050, the demand will double, prices will rise. As we continue to grow in the world and the population increases, so doesn't the demands for energy. Okay? Land drilling has begun to peak. Deep ocean drilling will increase as technology increases. Okay, and that's it, folks. Hope you enjoyed this. It was all about non-renewable energy, the energy that cannot be renewed. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.